Welcome to the Deeper Than Me podcast, where you will be hearing from Coach Jarrell Wallace, Fit to Defend, and Quadares Bessa, the Q Experience. Episode of Deeper Than Me podcast. I got my coach right here, Coach Wallace, Fit to Defend. As you know, the Q Experience here, man. You find us here at 2A Fitness right now, man. And this episode is called Don't Forget About Me. And as you know, when you think of Don't Forget About Me, it's literally talking about don't forget about yourself, because you are an insurance to the world. So, Coach Wallace, when you think of don't forget about me, man, what do you think, like, is the intel of don't forget about me?
I guess the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about don't forget about me is when they tell the airplane passengers, before if the plane is going down, before you save your family members, that you put the mask on you first. Yeah. You know, a lot of times we get into trying to save our family members and be so supportive of everyone else that we forget that, you know, the stronger we are, the more we're able to help others.
Exactly. Man. I'm glad you said that, because, like, you know, many times where you can be helping someone, you know, they ain't gonna tell you to help yourself, but most times when you're helping someone else or helping people, it's always a drainer, man. And then you realize after you done lost everything, you're like, man, I forget about who I am.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that, you know, it's really big on, like, don't forget about me, because, you know, this is something that goes on in the world daily. You know, there's a lot of people out there who forget about themselves, and we kind of mistreat ourselves. You know, and we don't realize until the end. Sometimes some people never realize it. You know, we just kind of be in the day, waking up and just living life. You know. Mm-hmm. So on this, like I said, on this first episode, our topic is health bills are pricier than trainers. You know, us being considerably trainers. Yeah. You know, we have, you have a lot of right now. When you're trying to explain to people that their health are, important, sometimes you get a lot of backlash from it. So, like, what kind of backlash do you get from, like, people?
Yeah, I get the I don't have time is a big one. I'm too old.
Yeah, I hear that too, man. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm too old.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They gonna tap out with the age one. I just, I had children, so I could never get my body back, right. And I try to remind people that God made your body, very, very well. He put it together. It's magnificently made, and then we have vegetables and fruits. Those are, before we came up with the pill, right. We always had natural remedies with food that would boost your immune system, right. Because I guess the goal is we don't want to run off of the bridge and then try to fix it, okay? Right. We want to stop from running off the bridge in the first place, okay? Exactly. And so in that, when I say that, what I mean is that a lot of the illness that we have today, can be prevented if we do live a healthy lifestyle and remember to not forget about yourself.
Yeah, you know what? Glad you said that too. They're saying that a lot because, man, just a lot of stuff we're talking about now is like it hits home. I know I had mentioned this because it's been a year since we made a video here at the gym, and we were talking about that, New Year's resolution and Thanksgiving, and I had mentioned like Tabitha Brown. And how she had a vegan Thanksgiving. We 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving right now. Yeah. And I watched that video, and her family had never had Thanksgiving before like that. And they realized they enjoyed it because, she made that change. So a lot of times you hear that I can't. I hear a lot of times I can't. So many times, and it's like, man, how could you have got yourself to this point? So you can do something. So you can make another change to do something else. It's all about time. A lot of times, we just kind of get away from ourselves because we're always working for somebody else. We're always doing something, for someone else, and we forget about ourselves, really. So when you wake, I tell people, when you wake up every day, you got to be working on time. I'm in my own vehicle, punching the gas, trying to get to work on time. Yeah. I work in a whole nother county, so I know that just structure your mind, right? Yeah. Your outcome from being late is what? You're not gonna get paid. Yeah. Or it's a possible you make your fine.
Yeah.
So you have to structure your mind the same way as like disciplinary, you know. I spend many days like I call myself discipline myself. Go a little harder in training. You know? I gotta stay up a little bit longer just to read something because for me it's like this with kids. You make them stay up and read a book. And they might that's discipline, but you know, for you it's just like how can you make this person better? So just take your time out just to always just kind of read something that will help because most times it's not nothing rocket science. It's not hard at all. You just gotta just know a little bit more about yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the quality of life is love. Like how you feel about the quality of life? So, you know, we live in this life where hey, we don't know when we're gonna die. Why is life so constant? Like why is it so precious?
Yeah, well, you know, knowing that, understanding of that, being healthy helps you produce more. If you can connect, good health to actually increasing your finances, you know, by increasing your confidence, by increasing your levels of energy that you have throughout the day, you know, all those things are very important to focus on when you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking about your goals you're trying to reach. You know, you gotta gas the car up good and make sure the tires right before you get on the road. You know, you don't put a race car on a racetrack because in today's world, you know, everything's fast paced. You know, you get up and you gotta go. Sometimes too fast paced. But you get up and you gotta go when you don't have the right kind of fuel in your body. You know, you don't take the time to do your prayer meditations. You know, that can have a huge effect on the outcome of your goals that you have in your life.
Yeah, man, you can. Just like praying, we said praying, so it takes like a structure, right? And the quality of life is like, in essence of praying, it's like every day you do the same thing. So I know every day I'm gonna wake up, I gotta, pray. It's just like seeing like it's always happening. Like I always say like praying and all those things, making meals. I know every day the highway's gonna be congested. Like I gotta hit the highway to work, so it's gonna be a congestion on the highway every single day. And this has been for the last 8 years since I've been doing this, you know? Yeah. And you don't realize it's like, man, this is a structure. Like if you look at the world, man, we all structures to do something at the same time. So we got a 9-to-5 job, literally. Keep waking up, trying to do the work at the same time. We take lunch at the same time, and we're gonna get off at the same time. This is that 5 o'clock traffic. So then you realize you're like, man, you know what? The quality of life, sometimes you just trying to, do something different outside of the structure you already have. So I know that, hey, this is what somebody has for me. I need to do something outside of that time for myself. Yeah. So just, for us being trainers, we're here every day.
Yeah.
So we make sure that we make an emphasis that, hey, outside of what we're doing, we're going to stop right here to make sure that we train ourselves, but also train other people.
Yeah.
And that's quality. That's living your life in a quality way. It's like making a step forward. Yeah. I'm gonna take a different step, to make something better from here. Because sometimes you just live the same life, man. You ain't make no change. You just keep going and going. Yeah. It's like the Energizer Bunny, right? Just going and going and going. You just live in the same pace. Run the same race. But then you veer off a little bit and do something different. And how you make your life just 10 times better. So that's how I think about it too, man. I agree with you too, man, that, praying, that's important. Like, just having, because you got to be mental before you even be physical.
Yes, you got to be in the right mind.
There's no way possible. You can't even wake up and say, hey, I can't think. You think before you get out of bed. Most times you sit to the end of the bed, you have a long thought out process in your mind. Man, do I want to do this today? How am I going to get how am I going to get through the day? Yeah. So that's important, man. But so self-efficiency. We talk about confidence. Like, how do you feel about self-efficiency? Confidence.
Well, when I think about like self-efficacy, that when you work out and you feel better, and when you overcome barriers that you may think that are in your way, it gives you a greater sense of self-efficacy. So this can be directly pass over into the other areas of your life. You know, when you see, okay, well, I had an issue with this and I overcame bad eating habits. You know what I mean? I overcome, you know, not being able to come in the gym or being too slothful. I had to put the sloth in there. You know what I mean? No matter what kind of excuses that you may come up with, you know what I mean? Right. You know, it's no excuse for not taking care of yourself.
Exactly.
You know.
There ain't no excuse, man.
Yeah. And if then again, you know, if you're trying to be example for the people around you, you know, what kind of example are you if you're not taking care of yourself? If you want your loved ones and I'm trying to take care of them, you know, they're gonna do what they see you do. You see what I'm saying?
So that's so true.
They're gonna see what you do, and they're gonna
take on that lifestyle.
Take on that same lifestyle.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you said that because it's like we talk about like a house. You know, everybody talk about a house. You know, everyone wants a house. And you think about this, you take away the frame. You know, you take away certain parts of the structure. But guess what happens to your home? It falls. Mm-hmm. So everything within your home has a reason. Mm-hmm. You know, even the ground floor, them breaking ground, the brick by brick, you know, the wood, the insulation. And it's like without, you know, with all that, you can have warmth, you can have cold in your home, you have roof for your head. And when you take away something from the home, you know.
When you take away that health, you take away the health.
You got nothing. The health bill, they go back to the first time we said, the health bill is so high. Yeah. It's like, man, it's some people out there, man, who ain't even, you know, they got 10-year-old health bill. It's like when you pay one off, it's always something. Yeah. Literally. You gotta pay a doctor, you gotta pay for even being in the bed. Mm-hmm. You gotta pay for the food you don't eat there, you know, the nurses. It's just so much that you gotta pay for when you think about health.
And not to mention the other expenses you may pass on to your family. Exactly. And hardship of them coming to see you in the hospital, sick, you know what I mean, the emotional toll that take on them.
Missing their jobs, too. Like a lot of times, some jobs don't even give you time off, so especially if you work a part-time job, then guess what, you don't miss out on wages. You don't miss out on a lot of wages, you know, time. Like I said, there's some things that you can't, you know, get away from, but a lot of stuff has complications from how we treat our bodies, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like we put gas in the car, we try to put quality gas in our car. Our actual car, right? We put oil in the car when the lights come on, but man, we forget about ourselves every day. And our body gives us the same light, gives us the same check engine light. Yeah. When you start feeling the pain and you start feeling a certain way, your body telling you, hey, guess what? You need to check on it. Yeah. So we gotta make sure that we check on ourselves. Yeah. That's the most important thing you can take from this conversation that we're having today is that you need to make sure you check your check engine light. You gotta check that check engine light. Yeah. So when you think about yourself, don't forget about you. You know, you are an important aspect to you. You know, without you checking on you, then there won't be no one else. You know, your kids, your family. You know, it'll be hard on them, especially if you not take care of yourself. You know. Yeah. So I want to tell you all, man, just make sure that you know when you live in this life that you self-evaluate yourself. You know? Yeah. Like I said, we come to the end of the year. It's time to now start preparing for self-evaluation. You know, how did you do the full year? Some things you can take into next year. Yeah. Sure, right. Oh yeah. That's important. You know, like and back to what you were saying about the the price you pay. Right. You know, and then understanding that it's people out there profiting off your. Off of you, man. Off your bad choices. And they're not gonna tell you to not go to McDonald's. Exactly. You know what I mean? Right. You got McDonald's that target certain people's social or economic status. That's so true. I mean, we can look at the commercials and see who we see on McDonald's. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And they start targeting the ones that they feel like don't have the education which is freely to us all. Yep. You know, which ends up I'm spending more money at McDonald's, then I'm spending money on hospital bills. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I can't move. I'm kind of lazy now that I ate all that food and now I'm hungry. You in the hospital asking for more McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy
Yeah.
because they make it more affordable. You know, for more.
Well, not necessarily. You know what I mean? If you take, okay, how much you spend at a family stop at McDonald's? You may spend what, $20 at least.
For y'all, man, you may spend like good,
$30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some meals getting really
Yeah, I mean,
expensive,
how much you gonna pay for a pack of broccoli? You know, some brown rice and some chicken breast and sweet potatoes.
Make it gourmet. Make it look good.
And how many days will that feed you? If you get you a pack of chicken breast now, you know what I mean, and you get some spinach or some broccoli and some green, there's a big bag of rice, you know, the chicken may cost you $10, you know, you may spend another $2-3 for the rice.
Right.
You know, you're gonna spend under $20 and you're gonna probably eat more than one meal.
A few days,
Yeah, but when you stop at that McDonald's, you spend that $20. You know, that's gonna be gone. You're gonna be hungry again.
You know, we also teaching our people man how you eat because you're full. You know, eat until you're full. That's how I was taught. It's like I'm gonna eat until I get full. Literally, and you know, if I want second, I'm a grown boy.
Yeah.
He's a grown boy. I let that boy eat. And you know, I realized as we got older, I was like, man, I'm just feeling like sick, really. So I had a whole bunch of doctors deals too, growing up because of the poor choices,
Yeah.
So everything is so convenient now. Like I can go get snacks from Walmart. I get all types of fast food, because now McDonald's don't got frozen fast food.
Yeah.
So
and you see like the Sprites.
Yeah.
Sprite Coca-Cola commercials. When you see those Sprite Coca-Cola commercials, I mean, we gonna try to keep it real.
Yeah.
It's deeper. What they call it? It's deeper than meat. We gonna keep real.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have to ask yourself, how long I'm gonna allow myself to be a fool? How long am I gonna allow other people to profit off me? How long am I going to live this lifestyle that we all know is unhealthy?
But it makes it so hard to
and
live
unacceptable
a lifestyle because they don't put healthy stuff on TV like that. It's not a thing that we just promote on television,
Yeah, I mean, and to me, I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
Because I worked with assisted living before, and I've seen the quality of life and what you're trading. Everybody likes to make good deals. Nobody wants to take a bad deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you have to understand, okay, where am I in my diet? Am I making bad deals? You know what I mean? Am I paying too much for something that's going to destroy me or hurt me?
It's temporary, a temporary feeling, temporary endorphin. So, but yeah, man. So, hey, you just heard from Coach Wallace, man. On Q Experience. Hey, don't forget about you, because we don't forget about me. So, hey, tune in for the next episode of this podcast. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to the Deeper Me Than Me podcast. You heard it first from Fit to the Fan, Coach Wallace, and the Q Experience, Quadarius Belser.